Next message from someone who calls himself Worried Kwame. Now he says, "Hi sisters, I'm a junior pastor, got married 5 months ago. After the wedding reception, an old school mate who is rumored to be involved in internet fraud handed me an envelope containing $2,000. But I respectfully rejected it because I felt the money wasn't clean. He was very surprised. After all this happened in the presence of my wife, when I got home, she asked me why I refused the gift, because if I truly felt that the money wasn't clean, I could have just prayed over it. And besides, it's not cool to reject a wedding gift." Fast forward. We're in a bit of a financial fix, and she's blaming me, saying that the money I rejected some months ago could have been of great help. Can you believe she hasn't allowed me to touch her for a month now? Did I do the wrong thing? Did he do the wrong thing?
Obviously not.
Rosina.
Obviously not. I mean, when it comes to morality and your beliefs and all of that, it's important to, because when you see, you know the person is into all of these things, right? And then in your estimation, you feel like whatever the person is giving you is a proceeds of what he's been doing. So which means that it puts you in a position where you can't even speak against it. Because when you speak against it, but when I brought you the money, you enjoyed the bank, you've chopped the money right now. You are saying that the money is you are saying that my job is unclean. So I think he wants to be able to have that mindset. Now, it's a difference if you didn't know about it and you collected it and you used it. That's different. You did not know. But once you know, it's like somebody is involved in armed robbery. The person has brought you something. You know the person has killed somebody in order to bring you something. Question is, would you willingly want to be part of that? How can you enjoy that? Now, it's surprising me that as a wife, very early in the marriage, you should, I don't know, unless of course your marriage was, I don't know, you guys didn't talk, you guys were not on, I don't know, I'm not getting the whole vibe, the whole thing, you understand? Because this is something that both you and your husband, I'm thinking, should sort of be on the same wavelength on. And even if you're on different wavelengths, it depends on how you communicate it. If you're able to tell your wife that, look, babes, I know that we need money. I mean, $2,000 will do a lot for us, but this is tainted money. And as a pastor, because of who I am and what I stand for, I think that it would be morally wrong or to be very unethical to take monies of that nature, knowing that, this is the proceeds of the money. And and also for mommy, I'm thinking that she should be able to see the spiritual angles of that. If she's not able to see that, then I'm thinking that both of you are on different spiritual levels.
But she saw the angle. She said you should take care and pray over it.
Okay, that's also another thing. You see,
anoint it with oil.
You see, that's also another thing. The thing is that if it comes to wedding gifts, sometimes somebody would say because it's a gift, it wasn't requested, it wasn't asked for, But the thing is, some of these things, it borders on. Because there are some people today in Ghana, if they give me money, no matter how broke I am, I will not take it. It's not even for spiritual reasons.
Right.
I just won't take it because I want nothing to do with you. So if you give me anything, no matter what it is you are giving me, I will not take it. Because I wouldn't want to live and wake up the next day thinking that with all your no, you've given me something and I've taken it. No, there are people that are like, well, yeah, you understand?
Yeah.
So everybody has a standpoint when it comes to some of these things. And the question is that for $2,000, do you want to compromise your sanity? Do you want to compromise your mental health? Do you want to compromise do you want to judge your stance with God, your stance to be able to stand in front of a church and propagate certain things? Do you want to go through all that process? You see, but I think that you should take your wife along with it. Maybe let your wife know that, well, you could have prayed about it if you didn't know and then you found out after you had collected it. However, you knew and you didn't want the person, or maybe you could even, maybe it's possible that the character of that person, you know that person's character so well and you know what he can use that gift to do or request for in the future. And that's why you don't want to even be in the mix. So maybe you should break things down for her a little bit and let her understand. As for the 1 month without, she now should start calling for. But I think that, I don't know, most things, when it comes to certain things, maybe it should be a joint decision anyway. Even to return it, I think that you should at least have some form of convo with her since you've just gotten married and the gift was for both of you. So maybe the only thing I would say is that maybe you should have consulted with her and both of you should have rejected it jointly, so both of you have a unified front as far as third parties are concerned. Or you could have collected it and not even used it and put it back into the church or given it for charity or done something with it. So, I mean, it's neither here nor there. I mean, things that border on spirituality and religion and beliefs, really, I move away from having a clear standpoint. It depends on how it makes you feel.
Yeah, really. It can get tricky.
Yeah.
Claudia, let me bring you in here. Oh, what do you think?
I think this one is very simple. Rosina has sort of summarized it beautifully. But I'm thinking he obviously married a woman that he has very different value systems with. So although they are Christians, I don't think they're even on the same level of spirituality, because this shouldn't even be up for discussion. It's different when you don't know. Ignorance of the law, they are going to prosecute you for it. And how much more when you know? And even if we are to go, he's a pastor. And the Bible even says when you know it's a sin and you do it, you'll be judged for it. So the fact that this is even an issue and is a source of conflict, I'm worried for him. He needs to evangelize more to his wife than to the church, because he has a very big problem in his house. Also, for Mami Opesa, he's in big trouble. He is in big, because the love of money is the root of all evil. And you have a wife who is able to tell you that I am going to deny you sex because you didn't take money from ill-gotten wealth.
Because of $2,000, give the value.
You see, poverty is such a bastard. This is what you see. A whole Osofomami, because of $2,000, you lost all your values. How can you go and preach to someone not to fornicate, not to murder, not to kill, when you yourself, you've seen that the money is not appropriate? It is ill-gotten wealth, and you are not even sleeping. You are punishing your husband with sex in the honeymoon stage. And I'm thinking they didn't even have sex before marriage, so the guy was really looking forward to it.
Oh, then he has a lot of pent-up energy.
And also for wants to, you see, being a man of God is a calling, and you need a pillar to support you in your walk. I really, really worry for him, because this shouldn't even be. You don't even have to consult your wife about this, because you know that as a Christian, it is ill-gotten wealth. So even if I'm going to discuss it with Madam, I am assuming that because we are all saved, Madam will say, don't take it. So I don't really blame him for not even discussing it, because sometimes we make assumptions when we deal with people. So he has come to that point, my wife did. She has a clear mind, she has a clear conscience. She won't even allow this money to come and taint our offering. We are starting our life, come and taint our life with all this money, and now you can't even criticize him after you've taken his money. You are in an awkward position. Madam needs deliverance. Seriously.
All right, so Mansa, I mean, to be fair, they said rumored.
That is where I'm coming to.
So
because you see,
like rumored. So an old schoolmate who is rumored to be involved in internet fraud.
This is not an established fact. This is rumored. It's a rumor. So it could be true, it could not be true. So first of all, I think Kwame, he was being childish. Because this is some cool 2,000K.
This is the
right Osofomami. Yes,
this is some cool 2,000K, Because listen, it is rumor. It is not a fact. It has not been proven.
I'm sure his conscience.
You see, I think there's rumor there. My thing is that, you have some friends, when they rumor that this friend is into this, you lie, it's impossible. Some friends too, when they rumor, even though you haven't seen with your own eyes, you think that you can. You put 1 + 1 + 1 together, then you hit 7. You say, no, this guy is suspect. You understand? So I think that,
well, but for me, I still stand by this, that once it is not established that the guy is into internet fraud and it's a rumor, I mean, a gift is a gift. You can take it, pray over it, sanctify it, and money is meant to be used, my sister.
I agree.
Thank you.
No, I agree. what is anointing oil for?
What do we even use to buy anointing oil?
Yeah, I mean, see.
You use the money to
You
buy
can,
Exactly.
you can cast, you can bind, you can anoint, you can sanctify,
You can
chop
break
the money.
You can break and chop the money.
See, the way COVID has
You
devastated
for not
homes.
give small money chance. Oh.
See, me, it's not even about the spiritual, like I said. Like there are some people and see, for
We
reasons
understand.
untold, no, you just don't want anything. So
We
for all you know,
understand.
this rumor cries an excuse to character because of maybe the character of the friend.
He knows his friend.
Yeah, he knows his friend. The character of his friend topped up with the rumor which is associated with his character. So sometimes it's because you see there are people who know people, there are pastors who probably know people who are into these things, but they would accept things from them because they know that, or even though they are doing all of these things, they channel it into good things for the society and everything. So they even intentionally sort of overlook it and look at the greater good, like a Robin Hood kind of system, you understand? But there are some too, see, the character of the human beings, you know,
The thing just doesn't add up.
Charlie, there are some people that when they give you when they give you 100 Ghana, you know
what
that
you're
they are bringing you
talking
100
about.
Ghana of problems.
Yeah.
You understand?
For also food to refuse money. Then
Yeah, because Osofo is all about collection. You understand? The collection.
No, but you see, it's not all of them.
I know it's not all of them, but
So-
the idea of giving, because you see, those who, especially those who go into very strong pastoral work, you realize that most of them do not do regular work.
Yes.
So you realize that even though they are spiritual and everything, that is also where they eat from.
Yeah.
So they don't joke around with, let's say, things that
monies.
small monies that come in either for themselves or even for the church. You understand? So for a pastor to reject money, $2,000, I'm thinking that, look, there's
Must
even
be
more to it
obvious.
than that. It's possible that he doesn't want to tell the wife that this my friend has done this, has done this, has done that, or he's like this, or he's like that.
And I also don't want to link it with their current situation, because he could have taken it, used it, or used it for something else,
Yeah.
and this situation
Will
would have
still
still
be
been following.
there.
Exactly. That's what I was about to
You
say.
see?
The money will get finished.
Exactly.
2,000
So
is
I do not want to link.
It's not $2 million. Even $2 million for
a
a
better. You understand?
It depends on who's chopping it.
It depends on who is chopping it.
No, but let's talk about the fact that she's denying him sex, using sex as
that's
a weapon.
part,
That's
no.
unfortunate.
That's, I think it's a no-no
Yeah.
in every marriage.
You shouldn't do that,
Yeah,
right?
at
I
all.
think that sex
Allow.
should not be used as a tool to go. You
punish.
see, I keep saying that sex, if it's great, yeah, but if it's horrible or these things happen, it takes away a lot. Now, the moment you use sex as a tool for denial, in the beginning, he might worry, but the time is going to come when he starts channeling all his emotions, his waste emotions into prayer and kabe. And now you want to do the sokwe. He says that I am in spiritual, I'm in the spiritual realm. You will not be suffering.
I knew I was off, mommy.
And because you see, don't use sex as a punish, like, you know,
Yeah.
to punish,
Yeah.
you know, as a tool
A
to punish
punishment,
a
yeah.
partner. No, you shouldn't. In actual fact, if anything at all, after you've communicated, spoken about the thing, and you guys are on the, okay page, and you're in that shakara mode, it is the sex that finally,
Brings the
then all of a sudden you start, you that thing that you did, and then you get back to normal mood. You understand?
Yeah.
So that is the final, you see, after the apologies, we've spoken now, we are sorry,
like
we
the
are sorry.
icing on the cake.
That is the,
icing on the cake.
that's the final, and those ones are usually very, those one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't know what it is.
Very
Explain.
very
Yeah.
they are very distinct. So you understand. So I think that using sex as a tool to punish your partner is a no-no.
Yeah.
It is a no-no, because see, when he starts getting, if you're lucky he's a pastor, but even if he's a pastor, there are pastors who go outside. If he starts going
No,
outside
I mean,
to
it's
get,
a human being.
you now say that
Anointing everything is so.
but
So also can hold it.
what can be? What can be?
Right. Okay. Well, it's Sister. We're on City TV and City FM. We'll go for a quick break.